Hi, I'm Alison from the Ministry of Craft and I'm here today with David Luke's school uniform to show you how to upcycle trousers into shorts while showing you how to fix the hem at the same time. The things that you're going to need to do this is a ruler, chalk, a pair of scissors, tape measure and some pins. First of all, you need to determine how much you're going to cut away. Put the trousers on the person that's going to be wearing them. Put a pin in the position where you want to cut off the excess. When you've already cut one leg away, what you can do is use that as a template to ensure that the other leg has exactly the same amount cut away. I'm going to measure from the bottom to the position of the pin, which is 26.5 centimetres, but I need to add a further 1.5 centimetres for a hem allowance. Then I'm going to cut away the excess fabric. I'm now going to take it to the ironing board to press the hem in place. Turn the shorts inside out to press the hem. And I've got a sleeve board, which is really useful because it means you can put the narrow trouser leg over the end of it, which helps when you're pressing. First of all, pressing 0.5 centimetre all the way round, and then I'll do a second turning, which is going to be 1 centimetre all the way round. Enclosing that raw edge, let's give it a crease. I'll just put a pin to hold that in place. Turn again. Now the shorts are all pressed and ready to go. On this leg, I'm going to show you how to fix it in place using the sewing machine. And on this leg, I'll show you how to hand sew it in place using a slip stitch. First of all, I'm going to show you how to do it on the sewing machine. It's never good to start on a seam because it's a little bit tricky because it's bulky there. But where you start, you're going to go all the way around in a circle and go over some of the stitches where you started. So I think it's always good to start in a position that isn't seen rather than in a prominent position at the front here. On the sewing machine, I'm going to remove the free arm so I can put the trouser leg over the end. I'm going to position my foot on the edge of the bottom of the shorts. That will hold it flat in place, and it will also give me a guide. So I always sew with the edge of the foot on the edge of the trouser leg, and then that means the stitch line will be even all the way around. As you go, you just keep moving the shorts around the free arm, taking the pins out when you get close to them. Nice little trick is to wiggle the thread that's on the right side of the garment to the back of the garment, and then you don't have to cut the thread. So that's the loop of thread there that I'm pulling through. So when you look at it then from the right side, it's a really nice smooth finish. Just going to go as close as I can on top of those stitches, just for about 1.5 centimetres and stop. Then I can remove the trouser leg from the machine. On the other leg, I'm going to show you how you can hand stitch this in place, and I'm going to use something called a slip stitch. You need to start off with some thread that goes through the needle in a single thread, so you only knot one end, and you're going to work on this single part rather than the double part. Just a couple of stitches, first of all, to anchor the thread in place. Okay. And then I'm going to just run the needle along the fold of the pressed hem for about 0.5 centimetre. So that thread is running on the inside of the fold. And then on the garment, I'm just going to pick up a couple of stitches and that will hold the hem up against the garment. But because I've only picked up a couple of stitches from the right side, you won't see that. Now where you've come out, you go back in again in exactly the same place and run the needle once again about 1/2 centimetre along the folded hem. So I'll show you from the right side. You can't see any of the stitches at all. It's sometimes called blind hem as well as slip stitch. Okay, so you have to keep going until you come all the way round to where you started. I've nearly gone all the way round, and the last stitch there. And then if I do 2 or 3 stitches on top of each other, of thread here, and that forms a little knot on the surface of the fabric. And then just to lose the end of your thread, I usually run it along the inside of the fold of the hem and then cut it there, and it will disappear into the hem. It's gone all the way round. So from the right side, you've got an invisible hem. You just need to give it a final press. And there you have your shorts. The machined hem, where you can see the stitches on the right side, and then the hand sewn hem, where you can't see the stitches because you've used the invisible blind stitch method.